world of YouTube Live out here with another video that I had to do, going over and mapping out Stella Lansing's paranormal and UFO sightings and history, whatever. Anyways, this story is freaking bizarre, and I'm gonna tell you something right now. For my father not to know about this story, and this man possibly has all kinds of history books. He's read all kinds of, history. I mean, everything you could think of and imagine my father has read. And he has antique books upon books. And for him not to know this story just really makes this more bizarre and insane than what I'm getting myself into. And I'll tell you something. I think, oh, come on. With all that I've read and the little bit that I have read, it's just crazy that there's no information about where these sightings took place. Now, I have just gone over the map a little bit here to find the power lines, to try and find the lake. And like I said, she did not stay in just in Northampton, as I found out later on. So I want to do a little bit of the mapping of this. But she had not gone too far either in the very little things that she did get pictures of. And the time spread out, which it didn't just happen all in 1 month or even 1 year. I think 4 years after one happening sighting, she just started to happen up again, and then it just, and by the looks of what I found, I mean, there's barely nothing like there, but there's stuff there, and it's just insane of where these places are not known to be found. Like the church. I got a buddy of mine out there. Hopefully get some info soon. My buddy Tony. There's a lady, Mary. I don't know if she's going to look in for me. It would be good if she does. And I hope she comes back. Look at that. And we got very bad connection. Hope this ain't skipping. Anyways. Now look at the map here. As we look at Google Maps, here is Northampton. This woman was born and raised, I believe, in Palmer, Mass. Which Palmer. Now this wide span of area, Munson also is a big, huge part of this. I'm going to zoom in now and show you a little bit of finding the lake. And the only lake that I could really see is this Fitzgerald Lake Conservation Area. And I don't know what it was back in 1965 up till 1970. She the shore and where to find the bobbing head in the water staring at her. And I can tell you this could be it, due to the fact that, as you can see here, very dried up. This used to be very more, spread out deeper. The drought must have hit it hard last year. A couple years ago, we had that drought. And as you can see, we have a little dirt road that you might have been able to drive back in 1965, which covers the whole, and actually they call this Broad Brook. Now there's parts of this brook that is covered up, and I believe this is also right here, Fitzgerald Lake. As you can see, dried up. That looked like it might have been a lake at one point in time, and this is a brook that ran through it. And it might have been bigger, as you can see. I didn't see all that. I didn't go through all that. But brooks weren't just little lines of water either. They were not as big as a river, but they were pretty good size, like the Nashua River is. So, I mean, that being said, like I said, you go around the lake here, and I don't know if this was a walking, it should still be a walking path, since it's a conservation area, but most likely it could have been a driving path, because as you can see, it comes out here to a road. And funny road here, as they call it, Mary Jane. Never thought I'd see a Mary Jane road out there. As you can see, this also comes into a dead end. Look like you're friggin' connected to that road, man. I tell you, this Northampton looks to me has grown a little bit of taking out water sources or water holes. I believe this is a farm over here, but they call it it's near a damn cemetery too. And as you can see, all over here is this is where Broad Brook is. But it looks like it's been dried right out. Because it got cut off here from living and buildings. So, and I mean, it claims it goes all the way this way. So if this was once a running river or brook in the 60s, it ran. As you can see that little line there, I believe that would have been it. But it got buried up because of building. And they used to do that back in the day. People used to take out full reservoirs. Mind you, just to build, took out full cities to build reservoirs and block out rivers and brooks. Well, brooks, more or less, sorry. And fill them in just to build, because right on Winoosknock Road in Fitchburg, Mass., there used to be Winoosknock Brook, and I can tell you right now, I got to do a video of that too sometime, now that the trees and all the snow's gone, but show you the area where that brook once ran. And I believe it came down from the highway of Route 2, the reservoir that is out there now. I believe that brook ran from up there, or could have most likely ran from the rock tops of Cogshell Park. There's a whole brook that used to run across the street on South Street. Down the Winoosknock Road. Back to this, and that's what they used to do back in the day. Did some back-ass, half-ass stuff back then, I can tell you. Starting over here, Route 10. As I can, right here, these little lines right here, that V shape, them are the power lines. And they start from right off the side of Route 10 here. If I can get that to zoom in instead of being blurry. So I'm going to do that. But anyways, that's Route 10, and on top of that is Route 66. So, I mean, Stella had lived in a house by these power lines. Now there's a bunch of housings, and it's actually, I don't know if it'd be this road here. As you can see, there's housing. So you walk out there, show up, but it goes on up. And watch out, your House of Correction jail. And that's the thing, I cannot find where this woman lived. Her address does not come up. And the power lines run up in here, I guess. And you can see it over there. And I mean, like I say, they all run on through. Kids are gonna start up. Great. I'll try and make this quick, but all up in here, I mean, they run through, as you can see. I've lost the track of it, but that's the beginning of it. And all this, as you can see, housing and everything, and it's gonna be tough to find where she lived in the house. I mean, even say so, that lake there. I don't know if it's the right one, but it could be. And the river could have ran into this also and ran up there to make the brook. So, as you can see, yeah, the highway and everything was cutting it off, and they blocked that river and stuff off just to build. But one more thing I'd like to show before I get out of here. And makes you wonder what the government does have to do with this, or what do they really know about alien life form, as you have right here. Yeah, that's right. Westover Air Reserve Base. I believe this, yeah, I can't even say that right now. Reserve Base. Air Reserve? Oh, what is this, a military base? What does the sneaky government do? Or what do they really know? And that right there, let alone, I can guarantee you right now, explains this whole supernatural alien life form thing. I can tell you that. I mean, I have my thoughts and theories, don't get me wrong, about aliens. I do believe in aliens, but sometimes I put it in the back of my mind to say, did the military make all this shit up, right? To, of course, freak out the enemy. But, right, they do know, and they do have stuff, just like Area 51. Which, mind you, I gotta go over a video of a guy who went missing on that. I'm gonna throw him out there and give him some publicity, because he's lost, and he actually was out by the Area 51. Seemed to find something, stumbled upon something that he wasn't supposed to, and it was called the M Cave. But, just like I say, air base, yeah. Stella, Lansing, seeing alien nation stuff. Oh, yeah, I could just imagine, but when I do, or if I do, hopefully I can find. I'm actually going to try contacting the psychiatrist, if he's still alive, or anybody, to see if they'll bring me back, due to the fact that, yes, what I've been stumbling upon and coming across through paranormal activities, hell, maybe I'll give it a shot and see if these men in black that this woman saw will come and expose themselves to me. But that's just going to be one more tough goal to do, because who knows if this guy is still alive. But yeah, that's what I wanted to show anyways in this crazy, insane story. Laying out the map. And that's the thing, Route 32, they said, see, this is another thing, also make it quick, is that the Route 32, that runs through Northampton. I'll get it straight, because there's no Route 32. That's supposed to be some dark road. And the only Route 32 is right here, that runs from Connecticut, and this goes all the way up to Keene, New Hampshire. Runs through Athol, Orange Way. Which I don't know why it ain't coming up. The numbers ain't showing. They show once in a while. But as you can see, Route 32 runs up this way. Nowhere near Northampton. All the way up to Petersham, Phil Athol. There, you can see that line continues to go. Yep, Richmond. And I believe, ends at Keene, New Hampshire. Right there. You see it. Bang. Nowhere near Northampton. So this, like I say, these people of whatever wrote this story, they let it come out. And that's the thing, though. They let it come out. It's coming out now. People are starting to do many videos of it now. It's insane. My father never heard of this story. He's 81 years old. He heard of the 1956 blackout, the Eastern blackout. And supposedly, this alien life form stuff that this woman seen was supposedly the cause of the 1956 blackout. But supposedly the 1952 blackout, which I have to show this too. Now here's Northampton. Now I gotta get out supposedly, now this is what makes this story more insane. And where the hell is the friggin' Niagara Falls? They claim that something in a circuit board or something up by Niagara Falls, New York, Canada, is what caused the Eastern Border blackout of 1956. There they are, Niagara Falls. Now, if I keep going out, let me zoom out here. Right in here, keep that in mind. What the hell are we doing running that much power from the Niagara Falls all the way down here? It's a long way. But, I mean, it looks like it could. But still, why would they blame that out there? And they said they fixed it, lights came back on. But still, that's just insane. That much power, and that's another thing. What are they doing running that much power near water? Alright? Someone actually tell me why they put that much circuit board to run the Eastern from New York all the way up to Maine or whatever. As far as I don't know how far it went down south, but who the fuck puts power shit that big to control that that eastern border by that much body of water? Is beyond me. Crazy shit in this story. Crazy shit. I think I'm good now with these videos here. I'm gonna have to see what I can find. I just wanted to map this out, like I said. And that being said, I mean, I just can't believe that my father never heard of this story. And if it's coming out now, somebody must have died that kept this top secret. Or whatever the case may be, but whatever it is, I mean, for this story to now just be seen by me, and I've been in the past 5 years looking through this whole state of Massachusetts. I mean, I've even done the friggin' Maine, Vermont, whatever. I've done some searching for Connecticut, all kinds of paranormal. And even the sources I read from, like Shadowlands and ghosts, or whatever the case may be, these ghost sighting places that cite everything throughout the Massachusetts, New Hampshire area. This was not even in that story, any of these places. So whoever's got the stronghold on this stuff and this information, like the psychiatrist, unless the psychiatrist set this shit out, because he did a video with this woman. He claims he drove to one of these spots and saw the men in black with Stella, saw these orbs of light too. So I mean, to that be said, in this crazy story and how insane it keeps going on, and to be held back for so many years and not be known. Like I say, my father's 81 years old. This man has studied the state of Massachusetts looking for Indians and burials and all kinds of history. Father is, he loves the history and going on. The truth, I honestly got that from him of searching and like this. My passion is to bring this stuff out, and if I can make something happen with stuff like this, oh man. And I know where I'm getting paranormal activity around me and stuff that I've done in the past 3 years now. Hell, if I go where this woman went and stomped on her stomping grounds, I'm about to wonder if she proved this woman did supernatural power or energy in her body that these things came to see, just to, because I've gotten documented so far in my videos. I'm telling you, something's out there, and I did have another video, a dream of the Raven, and oh man, some other dreams of, well, they're not good ones, but the Raven again came to me in my dream. He was following me around, actually. This thing wasn't flying, flopping. The first dream I had, he was flopped on my head. This second, he's just following around like, playing or something. Just insane. But anyways, like I say, my journey with this, I got a lot of searching to do to find these damn friggin' areas that she was. One of them power lines, I don't know how I'm going to do that due to the fact that if I can't get into them, if I only can get into them from where houses are, I got to watch out for the people around, I got all this crazy stuff. I got to do a lot of permission asking to do, and it's just, insane, though. That lake, I might try and find out. That brook, pond or lake, I'm going to take a look there. See if I can match up her picture with any tree lines. Like, this does have tree lines with a bend to it. Like right here or whatnot, or it could have been here. I'm going to look into this because they do have a path. I'm going to have to wait till spring. Hopefully I can get out there with lack of funds, but you also got this thing over here that's completely dried up. I don't know what this used to be, but part of the lake or brook too. You see, like I said, as you can see, a lot of things built around here. Things all shut down in waterways and stuff, so if there was to be another lake around there, you won't never know. Power lines, like I said, you gotta find them. I mean, they got another body of water up here, but I mean, I can give that that's the reservoir, though. I don't know if that was handmade. I mean, I can give it a try. As you can see, there's a road that goes straight to the shore, but don't know. This journey's gonna be a crazy one. My threshold breaks in 8 months. I have 8 months to break a threshold. And if I get there, if they do this before that, I mean, it'll be good, but that money's gonna come in handy, boy, to start my journeys on this shit. But till that next video, YouTube Nation, believe. You need to believe. This woman is authentic. And I'll tell you something right now. This woman, the psychiatrist didn't find her freaking crazy. He witnessed. And everything that she did with photography back then could not be photoshopped. The only way that woman would be able to Photoshop the pictures she took, like I said in my other video, she would have brought it to Disney himself, to his studios back then. Only he had the power to cut and make films cut into stuff. And this woman did not have the money nor power to do that. It's an ordinary housewife that stumbled upon something, whether it be government, as you can see, Air Force Base over here, yeah, that's right. Or she just literally did stumble on a porthole, as they call it, through a dimensional porthole, which they did claim that happened too. She did, and it must be good sport of this area. I forgot to mention that, but someone, if you watch videos of her, there's one special video out there with that. The guy said portholes could be good in the story, in a good truth. So, whatever this woman did, she brought it here. Is it still out there? I'm hoping to find it. Until that next video, YouTube Nation, be safe, take care, always believe.